They screaming peace when there ain't no peace. Israel prophesying in the streets. Look at me, the center of attention. Black Messiah, coming with a vengeance. Coming with a vengeance.
What going on, bro? You got 5 minutes? Let me holler at you real quick, bro. You in a hurry? What you in a hurry for? Come holler at me, bro. Come holler at me. We ain't out here to hurt y'all, bro. Hey, take that flyer. Take that flyer right there. You know what we doing out here? We out here to show our people the truth about our true history and our true nationality. As you can see on the front of that flyer right there, we teaching the truth about slavery and the truth of why this stuff happened to us and why they lied to us, bro. They keep lying to us, got us thinking that we niggas, that we African Americans, that we colored. We got us hating one another. All this stuff is systematic to keep us destroyed. You understand, bro? What's your name? Deshaun? Name Shakanai, bro. You stay over there? So you understand what's going on in our communities, right? While we constantly robbing each other, killing each other, you know what I'm saying? We don't have no strong households. You understand, bro? And it's the reason why we're going through this thing. Let me ask you a question. If I ask you what is your nationality, what would be your answer? Do you know what I mean when I say nationality? What? In layman's terms, what race of people you descend from? Who is your answer? What ancestor you descend from? What race of people you descend from, like your lineage? You know what I'm saying? What would you put on the application when they ask for your ethnicity and your race? What would you put on the application? Black or African American, right? Okay. Now the thing is, black. Your jacket is black. You know what I'm saying? The rag on your face is black, but your skin ain't black. That's a color. They ain't got nothing to do with no race or nationality. That's a color. You know what I'm saying, bro? African American. Give me Psalms 49:11. African American. It comes from two names. African was named after Leo Scipio Africanus after the Second Punic War against Hannibal Barca. Okay? That was a Roman general. That's a white man. A so-called white man. Alright? Now, America was named after Italian map maker Americus Vespucci. That's another white man. They named these lands after they self. So why are our nationality named after two white men? And they gave us that name in 1987. So why is that, bro? Why they keep lying to us, not telling us who we really is? You understand, bro? Let's elaborate on that. Read it.
Psalms chapter 49 and verse 11. Therein without is that their houses shall continue forever.
Now they think they gonna rule forever. Do you know how they got this country? They got this country off of murder and theft. You understand, bro? They colonized our people that was already over here. Keep reading.
And their dwelling places to all generations. They called their lands after their own names.
They what?
They called their lands after their own names.
You say they call their lands after their own names. You understand, bro? All right, check this out. As you see on this sign right here, you step in the front for me. Look, check this sign out. Check this sign out real quick. Now, on this side right here, these are the names that they gave us in captivity, in slavery. These are the names they gave us. On this side right here is the names that, well, these are true tribal names right here. So we are the true descendants of Israel. That is what nationality we are. We are the children of Israel. And these are the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. As you say, you put on an application, American blacks, right? We are from the tribe of Judah. Okay? The word that's short for Judah is Jew. That's where they get the word Jew from. The real Jews is black, according to the Bible. The real children of Israel is black, according to the Bible. The real Christ is the black Messiah, according to the Bible.
That's right.
This was very important. Get that, read that, read.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 7. Remember the days of old and consider the years of many generations. Ask thy father and he will show thee. Thy elders and they will tell thee. When the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance.
All right, read from the top again. You say what?
Remember the days of old.
You say remember the days of old. Not just 600 years prior to what they brought us over here on slave ships. We got to remember the days of old. What were we doing before we were brought over here on slave ships? You understand, bro? What we were doing before the Dark Ages, because we the one that was ruling in the Dark Ages. You know what I'm saying? What we were doing during the time before Christ had walked the earth. What was our people doing? You can find all this in this Bible, in your true heritage. You can find all this. Keep reading.
Remember the days of old. Consider the years of many generations. Ask thy father, and he will show thee. Thy elders, and they will tell thee.
These are forefathers that God had written the prophecies and the testimonies in his Bible. God only dealt with the children of Israel. He dealt with no other nation. You know what I'm saying? He only dealt with the children of Israel. Let me get Amos 3:2 real quick. Then we're going to jump back to Deuteronomy 33. Now, what I'm going to go through with you, bro, I'm going to show you how these people, the reason why we in the conditions we in now. And I'm going to show you what we are made for. What God made us for. What is our purpose? What God made us, you know what I'm saying? What was our true purpose? Read it.
Amos chapter 3 and verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel.
Who?
O children of Israel.
The main characters that God is dealing with is the children of Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel. That's the only people that God is dealing with. Keep reading.
Against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth.
You hear that, bro? He said he only dealt with the children of Israel. Out of all the other nations of the earth, he only dealt with the children of Israel. Keep reading.
Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities.
He will punish us for our iniquities. Because he made a covenant with us. You understand, bro? Give me Deuteronomy 29:1 real quick. He made a covenant with us. Because he made us for the true purpose for us to be in the righteous top rulership. He made us to be the government of this planet Earth. You understand? To rule over these other nations. He made us to be in power. But you cannot rule without laws. You know what I'm saying? You can't rule without laws. And God gave us the proper laws to rule. Not only, you know what I'm saying, benefit for ourselves, but benefit for these other nations as well. You understand, bro? That's why this world is out of order right now, because we are.
Deuteronomy chapter 29 and verse 1. These are the words of the covenant which the Lord commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel.
To make with who?
With the children of Israel.
To make with who?
With the children of Israel.
To make with the children of Israel. Now give me 33 and 29. This is the covenant that God made with the children of Israel. All right? Now this is the reason why I'm showing you this, bro. Because you got to realize these are your peoples. The so-called Jamaicans, the so-called Haitians, the Puerto Ricans, the Cubans, the Dominicans, Guatemalan Palomalians, the Indians, the Seminole Indians, the Colombians, the Mexicans, and the Argentinians and Chile. These are our people. The so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, them are our people. You understand, bro? Now, these people be thinking that we Africans. We ain't Africans, because them Africans don't mess with us. You know what I'm saying, bro? We are from different tribes. What's up with you, bro? What going on? What's your name? Who? Lisa? Okay. All right. Now check this out. Read it.
Deuteronomy chapter 33 and verse 29. Happy art thou, O Israel.
Oh, who?
O Israel.
Oh, who?
O Israel.
Now, the thing is, what's your nationality? You African. All right. Who taught you that? Your mom? Okay. All right. Hold that thought. Remember, he said Israel, right? Read that.
Happy art thou, O Israel, who is like
Check
unto
this
thee.
out. You said you, what's your nationality? African American. Now, what's your nationality? You said black. Why do y'all look the same, or we look the same, but your nationality is different from his? We all the same. You stay over there too, right? You stay over there, right? But why do we have different nationalities, but we look the same? Because if I was like the brother asked you earlier, What's your nationality? You said black. So the Japanese, right? Where they from? The Japanese nation.
Bring it out.
They from Japan. What about the Chinese? You see how it all Japanese, Japan, Chinese, China. What about the Korean? Korea. You see how they, with their name, they got landmass? Where's the land of black? Where's the land of African American? Because it was prophesied in the Bible that we, as a nation of people, wouldn't know our nationality. Get that in Jeremiah. I'm gonna give it right back to you. Get that in Jeremiah. That's the reason why over here is our biblical name. That's the reason why it's very important to know who he is, because that's the trick of society. Once they figure out, hey, we destroyed them from their understanding of knowing who they is, that self-value. Now we look at each other with that envy and that covetousness in our eyes, and that's why the crime rate is high amongst us, because we don't see ourselves in his book, and also we don't see ourselves having his blood in our veins and us being all one nation of people. We see each other as enemies, but them, we look at them as God because they taught us that. Read what you got.
Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage.
That's what happened to us. We discontinue from our heritage. This is our heritage that we discontinue from. And God moved us over here on this side for our disobedience. This is us keeping the laws. This is us breaking the laws. This is us ruling the kingdom. This is us in captivity in society today. And that's what, when you look at these signs, you gotta, it's spiritual more than just words. Read on.
And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee.
That God gave us. He discontinued us from our heritage that he gave us. Read.
And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies.
Are we not serving our enemies? Because you got a job. You'll soon be working, but you got a job, right? What company you work for? Huh? Crystals. Who owns crystals? Do all people own crystals? Who? Who? I said, who owns crystal? What nation of people? What do they look like? Do they look like us? Because the company I work for, the owners don't look like us. Matter of fact, McDonald's, the Citco, all these Lit Juniors, all these companies that we go and spend our money with, who own them? Do it benefits the project? No. So when you spent your money with all these items in this bag, do that go back to the project? No, because we discontinue from our heritage. The Most High God gave us laws to keep, and we broke them. I'm gonna prove that. Read what you got.
And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not.
It says in the land which we know is not, because originally we was in our own land, Jerusalem. We don't know nothing that predates slavery. 1619, we don't know nothing. We don't know nothing about where we come from. All people say they're African American. Then when we ask them, okay, you said you're from African American, right? So you basically stay over there from Africa, right? What city in Africa? Cape Town? All right, what tribe? We don't know. We don't know. Everybody know their nationality, including our nationality, but us. Don't you feel like something wrong with that? Why? Because the Most High God is trying to help us identify who he is out of this Bible and come back to our rightful position. Read.
For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever. Thus saith the Lord, cursed be the man that trusteth in man.
It says, cursed be the man that trusteth in man. When we agree with this society, like the Lil Nas X, you familiar with Lil Nas X? The little video that he just released, with him sliding down on a stripper pole from heaven to hell and giving the devil the lap dance. But that's the video that's circulating the earth that all kids have to watch, and these are people that they look up to, because we strayed so far away from keeping God's laws to now God put us in this captivity, and the rulers that oppress us give us that image to look up to.
Bring it out.
Give his generation that image to look up to, and even younger. So now when these brothers and sisters grow up, how you think their mentality gonna be? It's gonna be worse than ours. All the killing that's going on in Memphis, it's gonna be way worse in about 5 to 10 years. It's gonna be to the point where you basically in fear of your life every time you step out. Now we're a little comfortable. You got fear here and there, but it's gonna be a point to where every time you step out, you thinking that you might lose your life. So this is the reason why we gotta come back to keeping God's laws. All right, from there, because it says he was cursed. Go read that curse. It says you was gonna be cursed. Read what you got.
Thus saith the Lord, cursed be the man that trusteth in man.
It says, cursed be the man that trusted in man. Now he gonna go over the curses with y'all to show y'all how we are indeed the people of the book and how we are a cursed nation of people. Read.
All praise. Hey, let me get Isaiah 1 and 3. Because the thing about it is, the main reason why the officer had came up here to show y'all the difference between what we've been taught, the things that what we've been taught about our people, and the things that the other nations have been teaching our people. You understand? Because they know who we is. You can find our history in their strategic libraries, in their strategic colleges. You can find our histories. They know that we was the rulers of the dark ages. They know we the true descendants of Israel. They know that, but they don't want us to know that. You understand? Read it.
Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner.
He said the ox knoweth his owner. God giving the comparison to two animals. Read that.
And the ass his master's crib.
And the donkey his master's crib. Read that.
But Israel doth not know. My people do not consider.
He said Israel doesn't know who they are because we've been discontinued from our heritage. Give me Deuteronomy 28. Deuteronomy 28. No, Deuteronomy 1 and 1 real quick. Then we're going to jump to Deuteronomy 28. Read it.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 1 and verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
Unto who?
All Israel.
Moses is speaking to the children of Israel in the whole book of Deuteronomy, okay? Because we were delivered from Egypt. Because that's where we were slaves at, in Egypt, okay? Them Hamites, which is the so-called Africans, had us, the Shemitics, the children of Israel, in slavery. Read verse 28, verse 1.
Chapter 28 and verse 1.
All right, now the thing is, God had made a covenant with the children of Israel. Say, you keep my commandments and statutes, this is going to happen to you. You're going to be blessed. But if you don't, you disobey me, these evil things are going to happen to you. All right? Keep reading.
Chapter 28 and verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
You said what?
And the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
Okay, that is your true purpose, to be above all nations of the planet Earth. God didn't say nothing about being equal to these other nations. He said if you keep his commandments and statutes, you will be above all nations on the planet Earth. We're supposed to be the righteous rulers of the planet Earth. But this is what happened. Read verse 15.
Verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
All right, let's just check out some of these curses. Read verse 16.
Verse 16. Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
We are cursed in the city, the ghettos, the slums, the projects, where the highest crime rate happens at. The highest poverty rate happens at. You understand? We're cursed in the city. You see that, don't you? We cursed in the city, and we curse where?
And cursed shalt thou be in the field.
We're cursed in the field. The tobacco field, the rice field, the cotton field. When they had us picking cotton and stuff, we also cursed in the field of employment, the field of education. You understand? We still curses in these fields. All right. Jump to 32.
Verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thine hand.
Our children was given to another slave plantation when they were sold in captivity. You understand, bro? Read verse 41.
Verse 41. Thou shalt beget sons and daughters, but thou shalt not enjoy them, for they shall go into captivity.
They will go into captivity. These are prophecies that's going to happen to our people if we disobey God. We broke the commandment that God gave us. These are the things that happen to our people. We're sold on slave auctions. You understand? There's a curse. All right, now read verse 30. Read that.
Verse 30. Thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her. Thou shalt build an house, and thou shalt not dwell therein.
Said we're going to build houses. We built this whole country, but we don't benefit nothing from that. We built the White House, but we don't benefit nothing from that. You understand, bro? All right, drop that. Give me verse 47 and verse 48.
Verse 47. Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart, for the abundance of all things, therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
God sent these other nations, which is our enemies, against us. And this is what they did to us. Read.
In hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things.
So we got to serve them in the want of all things. Your clothes, your food. You want to get a driver's license, you want to get education. We got to go to them for the want of all things. Keep reading.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
They the ones that put the iron, the yokes upon our necks, the chains upon us, okay? Until we were mentally and spiritually destroyed as a nation of people. Read verse 68. Read.
Verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
The word Egypt means bondage. We will bring us back into bondage again, but this time with what?
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
How do we get over here on this side of America? By cargo slave ships, right? Keep reading.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
You won't see your native homeland no more again. Keep reading.
And there you shall be sold unto your enemies.
Be sold to who?
Sold unto your enemies.
Be sold to who?
Sold unto your enemies. For bondmen and bondwomen. And no man shall buy you.
And no man will be able to redeem us. So this lets you know that we the true children of Israel. With that, I'm gonna next teacher come up and edify you.
We used to scream black power while Heron was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road. Purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.